Why do I love retro gaming? That's a really broad question that I'm absolutely happy to answer. It all started when I was probably about 1, because my dad had an Atari. I had completely forgot about this memory actually, and got triggered with the memory recently because my dad was coming over and we were about to go out to eat, and it dawned on me that my love for retro gaming stemmed from my dad, and because he loved gaming back then. He had an Atari. I asked him if he played games in the arcade, but he said he didn't. I think he was just more of an Atari guy, and he played River Raid, Pac-Man, and, so looking back at it, that was the genesis, and I never really, it never clicked on me about that, and I don't know if that's why I'm so drawn to games. But I do know it's the genesis of why I love games. Now, being a child of the very early 80s, time seems to go by a lot faster than it did back then. You almost have this feeling when you're young that time is standing still and you're just experiencing life as it comes. It's a beautiful feeling, that of youth. And when I was young, I played a lot of games. All the games that I played, you can see right here: Pac-Man, Galaga, Super Mario Brothers, Frogger, Donkey Kong. I mean, I even definitely played some Centipede a little bit in the arcade. When you're my age, 40, 42, 45, these games trigger memories of a time that are simpler. It brings you back to the paneling on the wall, the wooden couch that never broke, that is still in your grandma's house or in your dad's basement. Whenever I think back to that time period, it's always something that relates to childhood, right? You're thinking of things like Cabbage Patch Dolls and the Great Cabbage Patch War of 1983. You're thinking about Transformers, G.I. Joes, My Little Pony, the list could go on and on. Rubik's Cube, Care Bears, He-Man, Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, what about Light Bright? Do you remember Light Bright? Light Bright, Light Bright. Remember? Yeah. What about Simon? You remember Simon? Oh, I remember Simon. The ever elusive Viewmaster, which I do think that they've made a VR Viewmaster now. I think that's pretty awesome. Of course, you also have Micro Machines, the Micro Machine Man, who talked really fast. You got the Etch-a-Sketch. You can't leave out Stretch Armstrong when having this conversation. In some of the movies, The Breakfast Club, Back to the Future, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Ghostbusters, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Goonies. I mean, the list could go on and on and on, and we're not going to go forever because I could. But this is a handful of things of why I love not only retro games, but anything of that era. It brings me back to my childhood, and it keeps me grounded. It reminds me not to take life too seriously, to live in the moment, to be thankful for memories, and to be thankful for creativity. As a creator, the things that I'm drawn to are these things that are creative enterprises. All of this retro pop culture is the essence of somebody's creativity. And when you're sharing in that experience with the rest of the world, it's a great feeling. So that's why I think that's why I've caught steam a little bit with these last videos that I've been doing with these retro game reviews, and why I feel like there's a little bit of wind behind the sail, because it's just something that makes us feel good. And why would we not want to talk about something that makes us feel good? So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. This is a little special video that's a deviation from the normal game review video, but I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail and do something a little bit different today, and let you know that we will do that from time to time on this channel. And with that being said, do me a favor, right? Just please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, ring that bell, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe.